conduct, maybe backwards. I don't know how it shows up to you guys. And I'm going to be, I started talking about this a little bit yesterday. I want to just go through this with you guys over the next few days, talk about my different parts of my personal code of conduct and how it's changed my life. And I recommend for all of you that you create a personal code of conduct. Good morning, guys. For those of you on Facebook, is the video like washing out, like going super white? If it is, let me see some, just tell me yes or no. Just type in there. Hey, good morning from Riverside. Good morning from Tampa. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Michelle. Step one, step to your left, and it adjusts better. That is really weird. I'm not sure why it's doing that. So I'm just going to step right over here. If I move it, does that affect it? So guys, you can see behind me, look at this. See that? That's my old stand-up desk that I've used for 6 years. The legs are adjustable. That's been my stand-up desk for like 6 years. I got it at IKEA way back when I was first getting ready to start my coaching company, and I needed a stand-up desk. And it's just the way it goes. Man, I don't know what's up. I'm just going to do it that way and hope. If I stand here, it seems to work okay. All right, so we're set. We're good. And we'll do the best we can with that. All right, so welcome everybody. As you come on, make sure you give the post a thumbs up. Tell me where you are in the world today. Today we're talking about loving yourself. I know this is weird. It's kind of one of those, like, is it esoteric? It's kind of like one of those conversations that are like, dude, don't give me this. Is this some kind of woo-woo crap or something like that? No. Jennifer, good morning from Kendallville. Good morning. As you come on, tell me where you are. Anna Yang from New York. Good morning, Markeisha from Oakland. Jeff from Townen, Massachusetts. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, Jeff. Karaslav from Las Vegas. Good morning. Good to see all you guys. This is not a weird thing to talk about. And good morning from Austin, Ashley. Good morning, Terry from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I love Albuquerque. I love Austin, too. I love a lot of nice places. I grew up with a lot of insecurity. I grew up with low self-esteem, a low self-image. I was a nerd. I was an athlete, so that was kind of weird. I was a nerd athlete. I always made straight A's. I can count on one hand the times I did not get an A, all the way through, including getting a master's degree. I literally I had five semesters in my entire schooling from first grade. I didn't go to kindergarten. From first grade till I graduated with a 4.0 GPA with a master's degree, I got 5 times that I did not get an A. And so I was a nerd, and I was an athlete, but I was kind of a geek. I was shy. I was an introvert, and I wasn't, it's just, yeah. But I think kids liked me okay. I didn't like me. If you can relate to this, I want to just know this is not something all of you are going to be able to relate to. And I'm glad. If you can't relate to this, good for you, man. It's awesome. If you can relate, let me see some heart. Give me some thumbs up. Those of you on YouTube, let me know. Can you relate? This is how I grew up. I had a great family. I mean, stable home life. We lived in a mobile home, but we all loved each other in the mobile home. I just found a picture. Check this out. Let me see. I found this. My dad sent me this like years ago, a couple years ago, after my mom died. And I think I got a picture of me in front of our house. Yeah, right here. Okay, cool. This is the mobile home. It's not the whole thing, but this is the mobile home. This is the mobile home that I grew up in. You guys see that? That's the mobile home I grew up in. That's me and my sister. We're holding a watermelon that grew out in our pasture. That was a 56-pound watermelon, if I remember correctly. Anyway, that was a mobile home we grew up in, and I just found this. This is also the basketball. This is my basketball goal that I grew up. I learned how to play basketball on that goal right there. That's me and my dad and our dog Chiquita. You guys can see that right there. That is the basketball goal. That backboard, that's a piece of oil-filled pipe. And the backboard is made out of an old metal table. So it sucked, man. I'm telling you, it really sucked. And look at my basketball court. The basketball court was dirt. It was sand. and you can see over in front of the barrel, you can see those clumps of grass. So that's how I learned to play basketball, was dribbling on sand, on packed sand with clumps of grass. So I learned how to play basketball that way. Anyway, but I had a great upbringing. We grew up out in the country. Just these pictures are so cool. This was when I got my first. So yes, I own guns. I love guns. I grew up in Texas, where this is what you used guns for. Is when I was however old that kid is right there. It ain't old. That was what I did with my 22. That's a big old rattlesnake that is no longer kicking. And that probably up in the upper right here, that right there, that is probably my mom or my dad's finger. So anyway, yes, and that was my favorite belt buckle. I wore that belt buckle for years, and I tucked in my tank top. Okay, so, but I had a hard time loving myself. This is my 7th grade picture. Oh my gosh, I feel like such a nerd. Oh my goodness, I just found all these. Isn't that weird? Isn't that funny? Funny? That's hilarious, right? You guys still love me? If you love me, let me know. That was then. This is now. Yes, that was a snake I was holding up. We killed rattlesnakes back in my day because they were deadly. So I found some really cool pictures like this. I told you guys, those of you who've been following me or my coaching members, I went on a 55-mile 4-day backpacking hike last year because I was always a quitter. I just hated quitting, but I was always taught to do this. And I told you about the first time we went backpacking for our Boy Scout hike to our Boy Scout camp, and we quit. And I actually have a picture. Now, this is not the actual hike. This is the week before we went on the hike, but this is actually. Let me get this. I got to show this. I'm showing it to YouTube first. But this is actually that is actually the Saturday before the week of the hike, where we were practicing, and we were out because we're on dirt roads on this day. And that's not the whole troop, but that was it looks like that was Mr. Armstrong in the back. I'm right in front of the guy in the back, in front of the Scoutmaster. So I'm the tall kid in the back, in the far back. Anyway, if you guys can see that. All right. Anyway, I don't want to bore you guys with that. It was nostalgia. I'll show you one more just because I can, and I hope you guys like. This is me in 2nd grade. That's Miss Worley, my 2nd grade teacher. That's my 2nd grade class. So I am a small town country boy. That's me. All right. So right here, I think I loved myself okay. I think I was okay in 2nd grade. But in 3rd grade, my first day of 3rd grade, I got beat up by Buddy, who is a school bully. And my mom told me to just turn the other cheek and not fight back. And so I grew up never fighting back, never standing up for myself. And over time, you get to just thinking you're not worth standing up for. That was what I believed. And so I struggled loving me. And I coach real estate agents all over the world, all over the country, mostly over in North America. And I see that as probably the #1 challenge that real estate agents have, and probably anybody have, and that is you don't love yourself. So 6 years ago now, when I was starting a real estate coaching company, I signed up, Julie and I signed up for a training program called Quantum Leap. And one of the very first assignments that my mentor at the time, and still consider him a mentor and still a friend, is Adam Markell. And he said, create a personal code of conduct. And I bet you, he told 30 or 40 people, I bet you not 5 people out of the 30 or 40 actually did it. But I did it. And I did it the next day. And I sat down and I created a personal code of conduct. And it was kind of weird because when I created it, it was not what I expected it to be. It was like, just wasn't what I expected it to be, mainly because the first 8 of them are about me, not about anybody else. So be nice. My code of conduct growing up was like, be a good boy, be nice. And when I started doing it, the very first thing I put, and I created this 6 years ago, love yourself. That was #1. My personal code of conduct is to love myself. Because I realized that when you don't love you, you can't love other people. And I was always taught love your neighbor as yourself, because that's in the Bible. And it's kind of tough to really love other people and care about other people when you don't even like you. And it was an awakening. Not that I was supposed to love myself. That was not an awakening. I already knew I was supposed to love myself, but here's what was an awakening: that I could love myself. I knew I was supposed to, but I didn't feel like I could. And I'm like, I can love myself. I can do this. I'm actually a great guy. And I've had so much guilt. Because I'd gone through 2 divorces, and had children in my first marriage. And, when we went through that divorce, and essentially in my mind, I left them, and I'm going to say that's what I did. And so I'm a guy that's loaded up with years and years and years of guilt and failure, quitting, giving up my dreams. It's kind of like, I guess you're worth standing up for. Is this going to happen for you? Are you worthy? And when you don't love yourself, it shows up kind of bad. I'm going to challenge you guys with some right now. Yeah, it's true, Ani. If you don't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? Yep. Totally true. I don't want you right now displacing this and talking about other people and going like, I can't believe some people are like that and all that kind of stuff. I don't care. That's not what I'm talking about you right now. I want you to look at you and stop looking at other people. One of the things that is interesting to me is when I work with people is how many of them can't see it in themselves and they want to see it in their husband or want to see it in everybody else. This is about you. This is not about anybody else. I'm talking to you about me because this is me. You need to look. I want you to look at you. That's not a challenge. It's for you to look at you right now. And when we don't love ourselves, it shows up in insecurity. It shows up in self-doubt. It shows up in self-judgment. We beat ourselves up. We criticize ourselves. We punish ourselves because of our guilt that we have for our mistakes and for our failures and for our presumed the things we credit to ourselves as failures. We compare ourselves to others. And when we compare ourselves to others, we feel inferior. We get attached to other people's opinions of us. I was all of that. And so if I could just tell you right now in a couple of minutes, and I want to get this done so you guys can get back to work. But I want to just tell you, you are worthy to love yourself, and you have to make that decision. So I'm going to give you 4 things real quick to do to love yourself. Okay. So if you want to post these, I'm going to give you 4 words for yourself. Number 1, accept yourself. You are the only you got. You are the only you that you've got. If you don't accept you, you're screwed. You are done because you aren't going to get a replacement you. You're the only one. You might as well accept it and get used to it and go like, okay, I don't like myself, but I'm the only self I got, and I'm not going to get another one. It's me. I got to learn to live with me. Like if you're in a relationship and you get sick and tired of the other person, you can break it off. It's painful, it's costly, but you can break it off. But with you got no choice. You are the only you. Accept you. I got to live with me. I might as well get used to it. I got to live with me. So number 1, just accept the reality. It's okay. I'm the only me I get. So the only thing I can do is work on me. That's the only thing I can do. And you can do this. And it actually works out pretty dang good. Number 2 is approve of yourself. And go like, okay, I'm the only me I got. I'm not perfect, but you know what? I got a good heart. I got some things going for me. I'm smart. I'm nice. I'm healthy, and I'm not as healthy as I want to be. Maybe I may not be as good looking as I want to be. I may whatever. I may not. All that you can say all that, but accept yourself and go like, I accept that it's me. Approve of yourself and say, I approve of myself right now. I approve of me right now. I'm okay. And just approve of yourself and go like, I'm okay. I got this. I'm an awesome person. This becomes part of your daily declaration. So here's my personal code of conduct. Flip it over to the other side of this. And here are my daily declarations. And here's what some of them say. I am infinite. Let's see. Everything I need is within me now. I got that from Tony Robbins, I think. Everything I need is within me now. The universe joyfully conspires in my favor. I am infinitely powerful. I am totally confident. Those are two of the most powerful affirmations that I have had in my own life for years now. And I still say them every day, every morning. First thing, when I'm making my coffee and feeding my animals, I'm going like, I am infinitely powerful. I'm totally confident. I am infinitely powerful. I'm totally confident. I am the greatest real estate speaker and trainer ever. That I'm just declaring into myself who I am. So that's number 3 is number 1, accept yourself. Number 2, approve of yourself. Number 3, affirm yourself. Tell yourself you're awesome. Tell yourself, I love you. I love you. Tell yourself that. Let me see hearts. Let's see it, guys. Come on, bring it, bring it, bring it. Let's go. Bring me some hearts. I want you, these are hearts for yourself. These are not hearts for anybody else. These are hearts for you, sending you some love. You need some more love. Send yourself some love right now. Good. Awesome. Great job. Great. Thank you, Gigi. Great stuff, guys. Send yourself a whole shower of hearts. Whew. So number 4 is ascend yourself. Go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Ascend yourself. Just take yourself up. Let's go. Ascend yourself. So number 1, then you want to put in 4 words. Okay. Accept, approve, affirm, ascend. This is you. This is your life's journey right now. Accept who you are. That you are the only one you've got. Approve of yourself that, okay, I'm good with that. Affirm it. Now tell yourself that over and over and over and over again. You create that story, that belief because of what you tell yourself. And then number 4 is ascend yourself, which means what you don't like about you, you can improve it. It's the most amazing thing is that you can teach an old self new tricks. You can become something different. One of the greatest myths, one of the greatest, most damning myths in our culture, in our world today is that people don't change. People can't change. Oh, yes, you can change, my friend. I am living proof that you can change. Okay? I'm living proof that you can change. And when you change, everything changes. Everything changes. You can change. And guess what? You should change. If you're going like, well, I know I shouldn't be that way, but it's just who I am. Well, stop being who you are that you don't like. Change who you are. You can do this. You're powerful. You're amazing. You are so like you are not only are you a creative force, but you are still in the process and have the ability to continue to create yourself. You're moldable. You can transform yourself. I mean, it's just like mind blowing when you realize how much you can change who you are. Guys, I'm telling you, I look back 3 years ago. 3 years ago, by this time 3 years ago, Julie and I were doing pretty good. We had it pretty good. Our life's pretty good. We're making money again. I mean, things were good 3 years ago, but I still, compared to 3 years ago and right now, you could not recognize my life from 3 years ago to today. Can't recognize it. You go back 6 years ago, it's like, look at this, guys. This is a picture of me. This is a picture of me 5 years ago. This is metaphorical of the transformation of my life. This is me in 2000, and I think that's 2013 or 14. Yeah, that's me right there. You got it. That's me. That's me, people. You can change yourself, okay? You can change yourself. Every one of you can do this. So take what you have about yourself that you like and love it. Embrace it. Own it. Okay? No, Roseanne, it's not a Halloween picture. It's not a Halloween picture. It is a picture that I did. It's at an event, a training that I went to called Mission to Millions Life Directions. It's where you figure out what your life's mission is. And one of the processes that they put you through is you got to get okay with who you are. So they make you do something that is totally outside your comfort zone and outside your skin. So this is me actually on stage in front of hundreds of people performing and singing. Yes, I'm singing. And that's what I'm doing. I'm singing. So anyway, that's what's up. And I was so horrified, but when I got through, I'm like, yeah! And everybody loved me. And I'm like, yeah, I got it. You can do this. Every one of you can do this. If you need help, let me just tell you, if you need help, I'm here for you. If you need help, if you want to read something that'll change it, this is right here. You're a badass. At the end of every chapter, last thing, end of every chapter. She does it every first chapter. I'm like, oh, cool. This one is my number one code of conduct. And she puts it at the end of every chapter. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. You are a badass. You want to own that and move into greatness and really become who you want to be right here. You are a badass. And this book is just like, I'm literally reading it. I'm like, I can't believe. And it was amazing. This book was amazing for me. And I just read it this year, just like 4 months ago, maybe longer. I don't remember. It's been recent, but that book will help you, by Jen Sincero. You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero, right there. Okay. Everybody see it? Got it? Guys, play to win. Always expect yes. And remember, you are amazing.